my head is cut off. I'll scoot down. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another live stream. This is a little bit different. This is a board game live stream, and I'm excited because we are playing my favorite game of all time, Spirit Island. That's right, we're going to be playing some Spirit Island today because I like this game. That's why we're playing it. Snorlaxian Grooves, I love that username. Trying to find a way to reach out to you. I have some questions for you. You can shoot me a message on Discord, or you can email me. My email is nelson@nelsonallover.com. But yes, Spirit Island. This is been a long-standing favorite game of mine. Yeah, of course. And I still hold true that I enjoy this game more than I enjoy Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings. This barely beats them out. I typically play this game two-player, but we're going to be playing a single game. And because it is a little bit newer of a game on the channel, I have streamed it one time before. I think it was for maybe my 1,000 or my 2,000 YouTube follower. I did an 8-hour stream, and I did a Spirit Island game there. And I don't even remember who I played, but since it is a newer one, we're going to be talking and walking through the decisions just because I know there may be some people watching that are not as familiar with this game as maybe some of the other games that I stream on the channel. So let's talk about Spirit Island. Spirit Island is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players. I think you can play it up to like 86. I definitely would not do that. I think the rule book technically has a 6-player in the newest expansion version, Nature Incarnate. But I think there was an online game at one point where there's probably like 30 different spirits at this point, maybe not that many, 20. And then they have started putting out like aspects. So think like parallel investigators for Arkham, just like a little tweak on his spirits where it changes them up a little bit. And I think there's around 80 of them now. Co-op guild. Yes. So happy to see you playing this one. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Yes, I am super pumped. I love this game. So this game, cooperative solo game, you are playing a highly asymmetrical spirit. The spirit that we're playing today is one of my favorite spirits. It's called Mini Minds Move as One. It interacts with a mechanic that was introduced in the first expansion to the game, which is called Branch and Claw, which interact with these beast tokens. And so Mini Minds Move as One is kind of, the theming is that they are super in tune with the beasts of the island, and we're going to be able to manipulate and command the beast very, very heavily. I love this spirit. I love the mechanics of this spirit. We'll talk about that a little bit more in depth here in a second. I have my favorite spirits is actually Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares from the core set. I thought about playing them, but they play the game a lot differently than most of the spirits in the game. And so for this stream, I wanted to play a spirit that was a little bit more normal than Bringer is. And then I just played a game with Breath of Darkness Down Your Spine. They're inching into my top 5. I only played with them like 5 times though, so I don't know if I can say that. And then the other one that's been really hitting the mark recently is Wounded Waters, Bleeding. Those last two are both from the newest expansion, Nature Incarnate. This one is from Jagged Earth. I do think Jagged Earth is one of, if not the best expansion of any board game of all time. So you are playing this asymmetrical spirit and you're protecting the board. Now, when you're playing this game, for every spirit or every player you have, there's more boards. And so since we're playing just a solo game, we have one board, but these are all like interlocking. So they make, bigger islands so that you have more territory to cover. Each one of these different kind of discrete land types are different areas on the board, and they will be interacting with those. And that's where the explorers are these white plastic pieces. I am on the island denoted by these orange pieces. Then these wooden pieces, the Dahan, they are the native inhabitants. They are on our side. They're going to fight back if they can survive. This is a disease token. We'll talk about that. And then this little bubbly thing right here is called a blight. So there are blights, which if we run out of blight, we'll flip this card over. Bad things will happen. Then if we get uh, whatever is on the other side of this card, there'll be more blight. And if we run out of that blight, that's one of the lost conditions. Hey Luna, how's it going? How's it going? So that's kind of what we're looking at. There are a couple ways to win the game. You can. I guess there's really only one way to win the game. The victory condition of the way you win changes. There's this fear deck. Now, throughout the game, there's going to be things that we can do that will cause fear. We're basically scaring the invaders and trying to get them to leave our sacred island. So we can either just cause direct fear. Like if we look at one of my innate abilities, this is one of the asymmetrical powers. It says beset and confound the invaders. Depending on what kind of level of elements I have, I just cause 2 fear. Every 4 fear that we cause, we will reset and get a fear card. These fear cards are going to have good effects for us. Right now, if there are no invaders on the island, we win. After 3 fear cards, if there's no explore or no towns or cities, which towns and cities on the island, we win. At the after what is it, 4 more fear cards, and this is specific for this adversary. There are no cities, and then after 3 more, we just win the game. If we just cause enough fear, they all run away because they're scared of us. So that's kind of the way we win the game. Trying to figure out what else. We'll walk through, but let's go through setup. So we're just gonna play level 1 of this adversary. There's probably like 6 to 8 adversaries at this point. Each adversary has 7 levels that you can play, and you can also play without an adversary. If you're just starting out, do not play with the adversaries because it's a pretty complex game. We're playing the Kingdom of France. This is the plantation colony. So there's a couple of special rules here. This says before setup, return all but 7 of the towns to the box. 7 per player, I should note. I've heard this game is pretty good. Hey David, how's it going? Yes, I enjoy this game. I enjoy this game. So we got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the France introduces an additional loss, and we're gonna just put these. Let's just put these right here. That if we ever run out of towns, we lose the game. So that's not normally a loss condition, but it is in this one. So then we're playing level 1, which will tell us how many fear cards we need. It's 3, 3, 3 in between each one of these sets. However, we're playing without events. Events are something that was added in, I would think it was added in Branch and Claw. And we're playing without events, and so we're playing a variant. And I just don't like the events. They add a lot of variability, random natures to the game, and so I don't really like that. And so one of the things that we have to do if we're not playing with the events is we add an extra fear card to that second stage, and then every once in a while we're gonna be able to get a additional special action where we can command some beast. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. And then we're just playing level 1. So except during setup, after invaders successfully explore into a land that has no towns or cities, we have to add an additional explorer there. So let's talk about exploring. So we're still in setup, so it doesn't count here, but every single round when the invaders take their turn, we're going to flip the top card of this deck, and the explorers are going to, or the invaders are going to explore into jungles. So everywhere there's a jungle, we're going to put a little dude here. I feel differently. I love events as it made the island feel more alive. That's fair. I really appreciate how they made the option for inclusion. Yeah, and that's totally fair. I do think that if it makes it more thematic, I think. However, I don't think I'd play this game for theme. I just really I like to math the game, and so there were a couple of times where the events just kind of like threw a wrench in my plan, and that's I think why I took them out. But no, I really I think that the events are really cool. just not the way I like to enjoy the game. Okay. So now, next turn, they're going to build. Explorers build in lands where this matches, and then they're going to fight in lands, and these are just going to progress along the side. And so, if there's not a town, they build a town. If there is a town, they build a city. Cities have 3 health, towns have 2 health, explorers have 1 health. Then also, whenever we destroy a town, we cause 1 fear. Destroy a city, we cause 2 fear. Explore an invader or a little explorer, no fear. They're not. The invaders don't get scared when one of their little dudes get picked off. Okay, and let us go. Awesome. Jed, what's good, Mr. Allover? Good. Nothing much. Playing my favorite game, so pretty happy about that. Happy Friday. Okay, so the round structure, we're going to look at growth. So every spirit is going to have growth options up here, and typically you're going to pick one of these options. So my options are to reclaim cards. Cards are going to be the actions that you have in this game. You're going to play cards, and when they or after the round, they go to your discard piles. So that's how you get your actions back. So reclaim cards and then gain a power card. Whenever you gain a power card, you can choose to gain a minor power or a major power. Minor powers cost, I don't think there's any that cost 2. I think there's 0 and 1. They're less good, but they also cost less to play. The major powers are really high impact cards, but also whenever you take a major power, you have to destroy one of your current powers. I usually don't take major powers early in the game. The second option is that I can add a presence. These are the presents. So this is how I'm spreading my influence on the island. And every single time I unveil a new presence, I get something. So right now, every single round, I'm getting 0 money, and I can play 1 card. Hey, the Shivi. Yes, Spirit Island. Yes, let's go. Whenever I start uncovering, it generates more income. So if I clear this top track, I'm getting 4 money per round, and this is what I'm using to pay for cards. So if you take a look, like all of my cards cost 0 except for this one costs 1. And then down here, I have 1 card play all the way up to 5 card plays. So that's how we do that. So I can add a presence 1 away from my current presence, and then I can add a presence where I already have a presence. So this is, I can add 2 presents to the island. Then my last growth option here is to add a presence and add a beast, which are these guys, up to 3 away from where I currently am, which I think in a solo game hits every single, yeah, it hits pretty much anywhere on the island. I can get 1 money, and then I can gather 1 beast into a land. So, have I played Expeditions from Stonemaier Games? Yes. I have found that it really scratches my LCG itch every now and then. Plus, the expansion dropping next week looks great. Nice. Yes, I have played Expeditions. I have not played the expansion, but that's cool. I I liked Expeditions. I think more than Scythe. I think I liked it more than Scythe. But yeah, I enjoy Expeditions. Okay, so we are in our growth phase. We're going to choose one of these. I'm going to choose this double grow here. And so I'm going to go ahead and put one away. Actually, before I do that, let me talk about my special powers. So most of the spirits have just kind of an ongoing effect. Mini Minds Move is one. It says whenever I gather or push beast, so whenever I'm manipulating beast, they may come or go to lands up to 2 uh away. And so usually whenever you're gathering, you can only pull into one away. However, my ability is I can like move the beast 2 away. Then my sacred sites means that if I have 2 presents in a land, I'm going to stack them next to each other. Typically I stack them on top, but that's really hard to see in a stream. So if I'm just going to stack them next to each other. And if my sacred sites count as another beast, and so there's going to be things that reference beast, so my sacred sites count as beast. I can help you if you'd like to play the expansion. Yeah, let's do that. I'd actually really like to play the expansion. Yeah, heck yeah. Okay, so I'm going to double grow here. we are going to be building in jungles. Typically, I like to try and avoid them building. Uh, I don't love it when they build. So I'm going to put one up to one away. So I'm going to put a presence here in the middle. And I'm going here because I can touch a lot of the island. Most of the powers are going to be looking at target. These are really bad. Yeah, so like range is like one away from a sacred site, two away. So there you go. Jester, sup Nelson, thanks for getting me into this game. It's quickly becoming a favorite. Before the stream is over, could you talk about organizing and accessorizing the game? Yes. Organization. I did a 3D print, and that was back before Nature Incarnate, and now nothing fits anywhere. I do not have a good organization system. I literally just leave this up on my table all the time. So I don't have a great option there. The accessories, I think this is the only custom accessory that I have. It's just like you're going to have different elements. This is back when my printer had no ink. So I use this to track my elements. And then I have both the token packs. So a lot of the times these are like cardboard, and they're like a nice like upgraded wood. Oh, that's not even on screen. And this is just directly from Greater Than Games. I was teasing Ryan about not playing Iceman yet. Shame. Yes, need to play Iceman. I get to add another presence. I'm going to put one here. And now I can play 2 cards, and I can spend 2 energy to gain a power card. Problem is more content is coming for this game. So much storage will be yeah, exactly. I honestly am thinking about just like transitioning to a storage system where I'm just like I have like a BCW box for all the cards, and then I don't know, just a giant box or something. I'm not really sure. During growth, we're gonna look. I get 0 money. I can play 2 cards. Alrighty, so this card defends. Nobody's fighting this round, so I don't need to defend. This card causes a fear. For each beast past the first, we can push a town or a city. This one is we can remove up to half of the beast in the target land. For each beast, remove 2 fear, and they skip an invader action. And then we can move a beast up to 2 lands. As it moves, 2 Dahan move with it. And then we add 2 beasts. JF, what level adversary? We're playing level 1 adversary, which I don't know what difficulty that is. All level 1s and all adversaries are not created equal. Think like expert Ronin is a lot harder than expert absorbing, man. Feels weird that I'm not watching Marvel Champions on this. Right? Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings. And that's going to help me there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. Alrighty. So these have these element markers on the side. So there's going to be different elements on the side, and these will trigger additional abilities. The most easily accessible ones are right here. So this says if I have 2 air and 1 animal, I can gather up to 1 beast in the fast phase. Fast phase happens before invaders take their actions. Slow phase happens after invaders take their actions. I like to look at the slow phase as super duper fast phase for the next round. And then this one is defense and fear. And so I have 2 beast, I have 2 air, I have 1 fire, and no stone. So I can trigger this action, I can trigger this action. I cannot trigger any of these other ones. So these are typically tiered. And both of these are in the fast phase. We're not going to get to do anything slow in this phase. All right, let's look at this. So Pursue with Scratches and Itches. So I am going to target a land up to 2 away from my presence. I'm going to target right here. For each beast past the first, I have 2 beasts. I can push a explorer or a town. I'm going to push this guy over here. That means that they will not build here. Have you included Nature Incarnate cards? Yes, I have. I don't. I honestly just grabbed like half of the major and minor powers. So there will probably be Incarnate cards in here, and I assume Incarnate cards in the Fear. And I don't know about the island or not, but yes, they are. They are in there. And so that one's used. Now I can move one beast up to 2 lands. As it moves, up to 2 Dahan may move with it. So I'm going to move this guy, 1, 2, and I'm going to pull this Dahan with it. Okay. Then I have these two. So I can trigger this. I can look. You know what? Actually, before I do all of that, because this actually needs to target a land with invaders, it needs to have 2 beasts. It's 2 fear, defend 2. Then we're gonna do everything that I just did. Then here, I can gather up to 1 beast. I'm gonna look at this, and I'm going to gather this beast, and I can gather it from up to 2 away because of my special rules here. Basically, I'm trying to set it up because I know this is going to be a problem later. I've already solved this problem because they're not going to build, but they're going to ravage and they're going to deal damage. Damage kills Dahan. It blights the island. We don't like damage, so we're going to try and avoid that. Alrighty. So that's my fast invader phase. I've done all my abilities that I can do in the fast phase. So we will go into the invader phase. If we had earned any fear cards, we would resolve those now. We look at the ravaged. We're not ravaging, and we're going to build. So we're going to look at all of our jungles. We're going to build here. There's no one here. We're going to build here. We're going to add a town. Okay. Then we're going to explore into mountains. So we're going to look at all the mountains. Oh, that's not right. We're going to explore. And now they will build next time. Jungles will ravage, and you can kind of start to see the flow of the game. It is now the slow power. So if I had any slow, those are denoted by the blue here. If I had any slow, I would do those now. I don't have any slow. So we're going to just end the round and go directly into next round. Back up to growth. Okay, so okay. Let's do this growth option. We're gonna add a presence and a beast to a land. I'm gonna add this, so I'm gonna be able to play 3 cards. I'm gonna add that and then add a beast here. I get 1 energy. Boom. And then I can gather up to 1 beast into any land. I'm going to gather this beast because my sacred sites count as beasts. So I'm going to go here. Alrighty. Nice. Now I'm going to get to play 3 cards. Makes my decision pretty easy. I have 1 money, 3 cards. There we go. Okay. So, oh shoot. Oh wait, no, we're good. Okay. So let's use beset and confound the invaders. So let's check. Actually, I can go ahead and do this. I have 2, I have 1, I have 3 beast, and I have 1 mountain. So I can do this. I'm going to check. We have 2 beasts here, which means that I can do 2 fear. Since I have 4 fear here now, we're going to reset, and I get the top card of the fear deck, and we'll resolve that here in a second. Then, this is defend 2. Remember, the towns do 2 damage, the explorers do 1 damage. If 2 damage is dealt to a land, it gets blighted. And so, now that I'm defending 2, we're dealing 3 damage to the land, which means that it will not be blighted. So that's defend 2. These are just action reminder tokens. Cool. We are going to for the rest of the turn, each of my presence grants defend 1 in our land. That's fine. Then I can push one of my presents. Woo! Sorry. Okay. We are going to gather up to 1 beast. go ahead and gather this up to 2 away. So now we have 3 beasts here because I have a sacred site. And we're going to use a dreadful tide of scurrying flesh, which is remove up to half, rounded down the beast in target land. I'm going to choose this land because it has to be 1 away from a sacred site. So we'll remove 1 of the beast. For every beast removed, 2 fear, and we skip an invader action. So we're going to skip the build action here. Okay. And that is what we got. Cool. We will go into the invader phase. We're going to look at this fear. So the terror level currently is level 1. Once we progress through this deck, they get more scared and we're going to get better effects. So you see, we're going to resolve this top effect and they get stronger as we go down. So this is struggles over farmland. Each player adds a strife in a land with blight. Unfortunately, that just whiffs. We do not have, you add strife to an invader, and the next time that invader would ravage, they do not. And so this is our only land with blight, and there's no invaders. So sadly, we just don't get anything there. Bummer. That's fine. Alrighty, now we're gonna ravage. We're looking, and we can choose how we ravage. This one doesn't ravage. We're gonna look at this. They're going to deal 3 damage. I defend 2, so 1 damage goes through. Dahan have 2 health, so 1 of those is gonna get damaged. We're gonna flip it over. I don't know if that's super visible on screen. It's kind of irrelevant, but yeah. We do not blight, and then after the invaders deal damage, the Dahan deal damage back. Each Dahan deals 2 damage. So we're gonna destroy here. We're gonna destroy here, and because we destroyed a town, we get 1 fear. There you go. We're gonna look at building in mountains. So we're gonna add. Oh, and except during setup, after invaders successfully explore into a land which has no towns or cities, add a explorer there. So this actually needs another explorer. Oops. So this is gonna build here. This skips the action. Hey, awesome to see Spirit Island on the channel finally. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Welcome. How you doing? Happy Friday. Now it's slow turn. It's slow actions. Okay. Oh wait, no. We're exploring. We're exploring into wetlands. So all of our wetlands get an explorer. Okay. And we now have this action. We'll talk about that here in a second because I think we're going to use it next turn. Okay. Now we're doing slow action. So we can add 2 beasts up to 0 away from us. So we can add them here or here. I'm going to go ahead and add them here because the beast, we like to use the beast in a land with invaders. And so this is going to maximize that. Just wondering, if this is your favorite game, does that make Marvel Champions your second favorite? If we're delineating out the LCGs, I do like Lord of the Rings more than Marvel Champions. And so it'd be Lord of the Rings, then Champions. Cool. That's my slow. So now we have no cards. No cards. And so we're going to reclaim cards. This is the growth. We're going to pick cards up. And then we're going to gain a power card. So we're going to draw the top 4 cards. We're going to gain a minor power. And we get to choose one of these. Ooh, Swarming Wasp. I do like adding Beast. Adding Beast is really fun. So this is add 1 Beast, or if the target lane has Beast, push up to 2. We can replace an Explorer with the Dahan. Very, very good. Target Spirit gains 2 energy. At the end of the turn, they can reclaim a power card instead of discarding it. And then we got Call to Migrate. Gather up to 3, push up to 3. I'm looking at this. This has both the symbols that I need for my innates. I'm going to take the Swarming Wasp. And also, then I get to add Beast. And Beasts are fun. Okay. We are going to now play cards. We have 3 cards. We have 0 money, so we're definitely not playing the Ever Manipulating Swarm. We are ravaging in mountains. Okay. We're gonna add the swarming wasp because we're gonna use this, and so we can trigger this, add a beast, and this action, every single beast gets to do something. Okay. We're going to play Boon of Swarming Benevolent. So for the rest of the turn, each of the target spirit's presence grants defend one in its lane. No, I don't like playing with offense. I play with the beast. Then so I'm trying. This is the problem land right here. I can. This is safe. The beast can honestly kind of destroy that if we wanted to. Um, if we go, if we go here, we can gather up to 3 beast, which is pretty interesting. Which means that we can go here and they can skip the ravenge. Or if we have this, we defend 4. We're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the better option. Okay. Yeah, so that will be defend 4. We'll be okay there. We'll be okay there. So I think what I want to do is I actually want to let's play Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. So we have 3 air, we have 3 beast, we have 1 fire. Okay. So this is going to be a pretty big turn here. So let's go ahead and add a beast, 1 away from us. I'm going to add it here. For the rest of the turn, each of the spirit's presence grants defend 1 in the land. So 2, 2. Okay. Move 1 beast up to 2 lands. We're going to move this beast here. Let's go ahead and use the command beast. Where should Marvel Champions go after X-Men Waves is done? FF4 or Street Hero? I think FF4, but I would love to see the Street level heroes. That's what I'm most looking forward to, I think. Actually, let's gather up to 1 beast to here. Boom. Okay. Let's use this. So during the fast step, we can, for each beast, choose to either do 1 damage, 1 fear if invaders are present, or we can push that beast. So look here. Let's go ahead and do 1 damage to take out one of the explorer. Here, because my sacred site counts as a beast, I'm going to do a damage there. Here, we're going to do a damage there. Then here, we have 4 beast. Let's do 1, 2 damage for 2 of the beast. 3, the town gets a fear, which gives us a fear card. And then last, we're going to do a fear. I'm guessing at 4, since they can keep putting X-Men cards here and there in that cycle. Oh, yeah, because there's that relationship there. Okay. Oh, when I gathered, oh shoot. Okay, I'm going to have brought those 2 here. So I have 2 less damage. So I'm going to put that guy here and 1 less fear. Okay, so this one did a fear, this one did the damage. And so over here, I'm just going to do 2 fear with these guys instead. Okay. Now we're going to look here. We're going to go 3 fear, which gives us a fear card, level 2, and defend 3. Okay. Now we're at level 2. Our win condition is changed to if there's no cities or towns on the island, we win. Out of Red Skull, Sinister Mode is Mad Titan, and Age of Apocalypse. Which box would you get first? Probably Red Skull. Probably Red Skull. Red Skull's really good. And we flip this over to say we've used it. Moving into the Invader phase, we're going to look at our Fear. We got 2 Fear cards, and now we're resolving level 2. Each player adds 2 Strife in a single land, not matching a Ravage card. I'm going to look at this. The only option here is on this guy. So we're going to stack the Strife here. On each board, remove 1 Explorer town from a land with Badlands, Wilds, or Dahan. Remove that guy. That was a fast game. You could probably kill the city in the fast phase. I don't know. I don't have a lot of damage. And that's mini mines, right? Like mini mines is very slow, very defensive, very fear-based, not a lot of direct damage. And that I kind of like him like that. And we're about to explore. We're hitting level 2, which is going to have an escalation, which is going to add towns. And so while we got close to victory, they're going to get a lot of tempo here right now. Okay. We're ravaging. This is defend 3. They're doing 3 damage. So we're going to fight back and kill both of these guys. 1 fear there. They're going to fight here. 1 damage gets dealt to this land, which is nothing. We're now going to build in wetlands, which we got no and no. Then we're going to explore into mountains again. We're getting mountains again. Honestly, I kind of love it when mountains go twice. Now, this is a fun little situation here because we're going to explore in the mountains. We always explore into lands that are adjacent to the coast. So this mountain gets it. If we're looking at an inland land, which is a land that does not border the ocean here, this is the ocean, which is not in play for this game. There is one spirit, really cool spirit that like plays with the ocean. Very cool. If we're looking at an inland land, we actually only explore if that land is adjacent to a town or a city. And so this land we would explore because of this card, but there's no towns or cities adjacent to it, so we don't actually explore. Well, the event deals a lot. I've already used the event. That's why the board looks so good. Yeah, that's why the board looks so good, is I use the event. Okay. And then we have an escalation. We did explore into here. It does not have a town, so we actually add a second explore based on our level 1. Then stage 2 escalation. After exploring on each board, pick a land of the shown terrain. If it has a town or city, add a blight. Otherwise, add a town. 2, 4, 5. Out of habit, I keep throwing the towns back into my little bag here. They need to be out here because this is another loss condition. Okay, I am going to add... I'm going to add the town here. The busy land there. Okay. And we're going to go into slow. I don't play slow cards. My grandfather's deck has no slow cards. And we're going to go into growth again. Okay. I think we are going to... We need money if we want to play the card. Okay, so they're going to build here. I can take care of that. I can push this guy out of there, and I think we'll be fine. They're going to build in here, but I have the card where I can remove the beast and skip that action, which I think I will do. And if I want to play the ever multiplying swarm, I need some money, which means that I need to go here. I'm going to be reclaiming cards next turn. I'm trying to figure out if I want to either add 2 presents or add a presence, a beast, energy, and gather a beast. I think because I'm reclaiming cards next turn, I'm going to add 2 presents. I'm going to add them off the top track. That unlocks, I get a air element every round just for free, just for being me. And so I'm going to get these. I'm going to add these up to 1 away. I'm going to go here. No, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Put that in land with the invaders. I'm going to choose not orange next turn or next time I play this game because I think orange is the contrast on the orange is a little hard to see, and some of them kind of look like the Han. At least to me, my screen over here is not the nicest screen. Is this hard to see? Is the orange color hard to see, chat? Or is it fine? And it's just a me problem. Now every turn I'm going to gain 1 money. Hey, look at that. Then I get to play 3 cards. I think the orange is fine. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Socratic, how's it going? Orange is fine. Co-op. Sweet. Okay, good. I'm using a TV that has been in my dad's garage for over half a decade would be my guess. So the colors on the TV are not fantastic, but it's huge and it's great. I can see everything now. Looks fine on stream. More contrast might be better. Okay. It's not the best color, but not as bad as green. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like there are a ton of colors, so I'll grab something. Going good. Love this game. Happy to see it on. I love this game too. Yeah, and like if y'all are enjoying this, like I kind of just picked this up because I've been playing a stupid amount of Spirit Island, and then I wasn't able to stream Arkham today, and so I was like, let's play some Spirit Island. So if y'all enjoy this, I'll definitely play more. Definitely play more because this is a really good game. Okay, played everything. Let's go. Let's use this. Pursue with scratches, pets, and stings. Also, these are. Hello, Lucas. How's it going? There are every invader also gets special cards, special power cards unique to them. So for so 1 fear for each beast past the first. So we have 2 beasts here. I get to push one of them. I'm going to push this guy here because now he will not build. Okay. Here, remove up to half, rounded down, of beasts in target land. For each beast removed, 2 fear, and skip 1 invader action. You know what? Actually, let's go crazy here. I'm at 3 air, 2 fire, 1 mountain, and 3 there. So I can actually gather up to 1 beast. Let's go ahead and gather. I can gather 4 beasts. Let's gather 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, I should say, and then I can push up to 3 beasts. Let's go 1, 2. We're going crazy here. Okay. Now we're gonna look here. I do not have this, but I do have a 2 air, 3 beast. There are 3 beasts here, so it's 3 fear. So 1, 2, 3. That gets us a fear card. And defend 4. They're not ravaging, but I still get the fear. I need to learn to play this game correctly. I'm always messing up the rules. It's a dense game. There's a lot of rules going on. It's pretty close. My guess would be to like an LCG. I think LCGs are probably a little bit more complex just because of all the interactions that they have in the cards, whereas this one just has like a bigger rule book. But actually, I don't know if that's true. The rules reference in Champions is giants. um, okay, so we did the fear here. We did this. Now we're going to remove up to half of beast in the target land. For each beast remove 2 fear, skip 1 invader action. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to remove 2 beast. It's going to do 2 fear each. So that gives us another fear card. And then we're going to skip the build. And if this card in level 2, Spirit Island, nice, let's go. So level 1 are easy. Level 2 are a little bit harder. They have an escalation icon, and then level 3 is two lands. And so if we ever get to level 3, they're affecting 2 lands at a time. But in level 2, there is a card that only explores coastal lands. So now I would skip the exploring here. I actually think LCG and TCGs are more complex because, yeah, I think so. Weird interactions, I think they're more complex, yeah. Okay, so they're skipping 2 actions here. And then that's all my fast. We have a couple fear cards. Adversary level, we're playing level 1. We're playing level 1 right now. Yeah. Okay, 2 fear cards. At level 2, on each board, choose a land with Beast, Strife, Dahan. Downgrade 1 town or city there. Skip the next build action there this turn. I'm going to downgrade this guy into a town. They're not going to build there, but soon my victory condition is to just not have cities on the board. I honestly can't keep track of anything higher than that. My wife and I right now, what we're doing is we're picking a adversary, or like these are adversaries, everyone. And so there's like 6 levels, and they get significantly more challenging as you go along. But my wife and I are picking a adversary and then working our way down. So like we'll beat level 1, 2, 3, all the way to 6. I don't remember the one that I think. What are we doing? Which one are we doing right now? It's the one that's like all beast. Like the invaders are destroying the beast. It's insane. It starts it like the explorers deal +1 damage, and then like whenever you would destroy an explorer, you instead Russia. Thank you, Socratic. Yeah, it's whenever you would destroy an explorer, you instead push it, so they're just everywhere, and then they ravage everywhere. There's 3 explorers, and it's just like, oh gosh, it's so oppressive. We beat we beat all 6, and then we realized we were playing it wrong. So we started over. Last night we beat 4. We beat Russia 4. And then we did one, I think it's Hadsburg, Socratic. Russia is tough. Russia is tough. What I like about the adversaries is you play differently. Like it changes the way you play the game, which is really cool. I think in Socratic, maybe you can help us remember this, but the first one that we did is, I think it's Hadsburg, where like after you build, you gather a town, and then if they ever do like 8 damage in a single land, you count that, and if that ever exceeds like 3 in a 2-player game, then you lose the game. And so it's just like it's crazy how like different and diverse the games can get. It's so cool. And so we're playing Kingdom of France because actually France is the one. They have Spirit Island has a pretty good app. Hadsburg is my your least favorite adversary. Nice. I don't like. I think it's England. It's the one that's just no, not England. Whatever the one is, just like we're gonna play a really fast game. I don't like that one too much. They have Spirit Island has a pretty decent app, and so I've been playing on the app, and I've been playing through France in my solo, and so I was just like, this is one of my first times ever streaming this game, which comes with a whole other skew of things to like be concerned about when you're playing a game. Like technology is annoying, and so I was like, I'm gonna pick one that I don't have to think about too hard. Is that the one that accelerates the deck? Which hero and champions need to be remade with newer mechanisms? Ooh, I'm on team. Just make new heroes and new cards that can breathe life into new heroes. 9's Prussia accelerates the invade. Yeah, Prussia. Yes, where it's just like You do a level 3 first. Yeah, like it's crazy. But Chad, I think if I had to answer the question, it's a good question. With newer mechanics, they do such a good job with the theming and mechanics on these heroes. Um, just going through the wave, maybe Wasp. Maybe Wasp. I really like Wasp mechanics, but I think Wasp is like a little close to Ant-Man, and I think that they did that intentionally. But it's like it may be interesting to see what they would do with Wasp not released right after Ant-Man, which they did a good job with that. I don't know. It's a good question. Alrighty. Oops. Yep. Okay, so we did that. On each board, add a strife to a town or city in a land not matching a Ravage card. Each invader takes 1 damage per strife it has. Ooh, I like that. So we're going to add a strife to here. Each invader takes 1 damage per strife it has. So this guy dies. The strife goes away. And then this guy has 2. So this guy will go away. And that causes a fear. Ooh, let's go. Alrighty. So if we can kill this thing, which we can't, but if we can kill that thing, we win. Alrighty, nice. We're ravaging in wetlands, so this guy's gonna die. It's so weird playing Russia, because like I'm like predisposed to like I can't have invaders anywhere, because in Russia, one invader will blight the land, and gosh, it's so frustrating. Sorry, I keep no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine, Chad. The live streams are here to talk with y'all. If I wanted to play the game and not talk with you about stuff, I'd not be live streaming. I'd just be playing. So yeah, no, definitely love chatting, champs. Hey, thank you for the subscription with Prime, Isgura. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Yes, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free every month to a Twitch streamer. It does not have to be me, but please use it because give Jeff Bezos his money away. That's my motto. That's my life motto is give Jeff Bezos his money away. Okay, we're gonna build in mountains, but we're skipping this action based on here. Then we're going to explore. Come on, give me coastal, give me coastal. Ah, it's jungle. All right, that's fine. With the Russia escalation and level 6 ability, you end up with explore. Oh, dude, it's they're everywhere. They're everywhere, and you can't kill them. They keep running away. Yeah, and so the strategy that we have adopted is to rush fear and try and deplete the fear deck, because every time you destroy an invader, you instead or explorer, you instead push it and cause a fear. And so we've just been kind of our goal is to win through a fear victory. And in level 2, that's a lot easier than in like higher or in 2 players, that's a lot easier than higher player count games, but in solo, it's very easy to win through a fear victory because the fear that gets a card is 4 per player. Isgura, you helped me learn Marvel Champions, but seeing you play other things was worth spending Jeff's money on you. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you. But then you hit fear bombs, which really make it tough. Hit the fear bomb. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I think it's level 5 in Russia where you start adding like additional explorer cards into the fear. Yeah, Russia's mean. Russia's mean. Slow phase. We're gonna add 2 beasts to a land where I'm at. I'd never explored. Checks out. So we're gonna explore here. No town or city, so we're gonna put us explorer there. We're gonna explore here. No town or city, so we're gonna put in another explorer here. We're gonna add 2 beasts. Let's add them here. CBS Link. Aha! Thank you for the subscription. 2 months. Thank you so very much, CBS. I'm calling you Link. I don't think that's actually. I see it's CBS Inc., isn't it? I don't know. I thought that was the L. Don't forget the escalation to add a town. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks. I hate it. Add a town there. Sweet. Thank you. Alrighty, that's me. This means that I am going to, in my growth phase, reclaim cards. So I'm going to get these cards back in my hand. We're going to gain a power card. I'm going to go with another minor power. I kind of want to pick a major power just so I'm going to, yeah, let's do it. CBS Inc. Yeah, this is Chad from the Oh, nice. Nice. Hey, Chad, how's it going? Okay, I'm going to gain a major power. This is not normally what I would do. I would not normally gain a major power here, but I want to show off major powers because major powers are awesome. So same thing. We're going to grab 4 major powers. We're going to get to choose. So you can see that these are a lot more expensive. This one costs 7. And the spirits all play so very differently, right? Like I'm gaining 1 money every turn. There's a spirit with a growth option to gain 9 money. So like it's all kind of it's crazy. Okay, so this one, slow speed, range 1, replace a city with 2 explorers. Replace this card is giving me nightmares from Russia because you don't want explorers in Russia. Replace a town with 1 explorer, replace a Dahan with an explorer, push all explorers from target land to as many different lands as possible. Then if you have the kicker, a lot of the major powers have additional benefits if you have specific icons. So if you have these icons before pushing, they do damage to each other. Fragments of yesteryear. So I think this is an incarnate. Someone was asking if we had incarnate stuff in here. So this is from the newest expansion, which is that icon there. Remove all pieces and add pieces matching target land setup symbols. That's crazy. Blood-racked plague. Add 2 disease. Disease prevent the next build. For each disease in target land, defend 1 in that and all adjacent lands. Then last, we got Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Such a good card. 2 damage per Dahan in the target land. And then if I have 3 suns and 2 animals, I can push 2 Dahan in your lands. I'm going to look and see. Do I have any suns? I do have some suns. I don't have any money to pay for it, but let's grab this one. So I'm going to take this. As an additional cost to take a major, you have to destroy 1 of your power cards here. I'm going to destroy this guy. It doesn't have all of my icons. It's also, I have enough beast. So I'm going to get rid of that one from the game. And now I have this. It does cost 3, which means I cannot pay for it. But here we are. I'm going to get 1 money. Boom. And in 2 more turns, I'll have enough money to... No, I just, like, you can get up to, like, more money. This growth option gives you money. There's other ways to get money, but... Okay. We're going to go here, because this is going to allow us to skip the build here. We'll add a beast. Because I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to... Oh, heck yeah. Spirit Island. Yeah, 17 sickles. How you doing? Did you know 17 sickles makes 1 galleon? Just a few more feed and you win. Just got to hold the city build. Yep. So if we can prevent the city build here, we're actually only 5 fear away from a victory at that point, because then we'll uncover terror level 3. And I think, honestly, I think are probably going to be pretty fine. Let's just go here, which is going to be fear. Let's see if we can blitz fear. Let's see if we can get it. All right. So I have 2 fire. I have 3, 4 air. I have 3 here. And no mountains, actually. That's kind of funny. Alrighty. I'm going to look here. I have 3 beast, 3 fear. So 1, we get a fear card. 2, 3. And this is defend 3. Okay. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. Should be GG here with Dreadful Tides and your innate, yeah. Because we got here, we'll remove this for 2 fear. That puts us at terror level 3. We immediately check. We have no cities on the board, which is a victory. Ah, I love mini mines. I think mini mines is actually a really, really strong solo spirit because I think defense in this game is very, very strong. Defense is typically you get more defense per money spent than in damage. And so if you can plan ahead and plan your defense and let the Dahan do all your dirty work and fight back, defense is going to be a little bit easier to pay for. And then fear in a solo game is really easy to blitz through because it's 4 fear, and Mini Mines has both of them. So my normal level is around a level 4 adversary. I would say I enjoy the game most around a level 4. I would say if I'm picking up the game, I'm probably playing a level 4. Anything over a level 4, which typically is like difficulty 6, they have like their arbitrary difficulty rating system. I would say that level 6 is probably, or yeah, difficulty rating of 6 is where I enjoy the game most. I think more recently, I've been playing a lot of the games at like a level 5 or 6. Because once I get up to that level, it's not, I think pretty much anything under 4 at this point, I have my wife and I, we probably have over a 90% win rate. And when you go up to like level 5 or 6, we're looking at probably 40 to 50% win rate. And so that, so we play a lot more games at those levels just because of that. But just so we see, like the Kingdom of France, as we level up, we were playing level 1, at level 2, and all of these are cumulative. Hey, Trap It. My friend, we played a game a lot, and he mentioned he's kind of over level 6. Want to try double adversary. Looking forward to that. Nice. That's crazy. Yeah, double adversary seems crazy. I've also been playing with some of the scenarios. So scenarios change up the game. They just add different rules and they just shake up the game a little bit. I was playing with the one where it changes, where every single different land type has a different ability. So like whenever you build a city in a jungle, you add a blight. You add, I think blight in sand always cascades. So whenever you add a blight, if there's already a blight, you add a second blight. In wetlands, I think you explore twice. I don't quite remember, but like it gives each one of them. Do you play adversaries often? Yeah, I would say 99% of the games I play adversaries. Actually, every single game at this point I play adversaries. So at level 2, you get more fear cards in the deck, so it gets harder to just blitz the fear. After setup, put the Slave Rebellion event under the top 3 event cards. So there's an event that happens. During setup, on each board, add a town to the highest numbered land without towns. Then add a town to land 1. This is important because you only have 7 towns before you lose this game. Whenever invaders build a coastal city, add 1 town to the adjacent land with the fewest towns. When you remove blight from the board, put it here instead of on the blight card. As soon as you have 3 blight per player, move it all back to the blight card. Oh, geez. And then after the normal explorer, on each board, add an explorer to a land without any fear card effects. Never remove explorers. If one would, you instead push that explorer. Crazy. Try nature incarnate spirits. There's a mix of power creep and fun creep. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I really like Breath of Darkness down your spine. I'm a huge fan of that. I really like Wounded Waters Bleeding as well. Um, yeah, there are a couple of them that I don't love. Like I don't really enjoy Dancing Up Earthquakes. That one just hurts my head. Um, trying to think of the other nature incarnate spirits that I have a big reaction to. Um, Hearth Vigil seems incredible. Wandering Voice, I played with Wandering, or my wife played with Wandering Voice last night. Wandering Voice is really cool. Wandering Voice adds a lot of strife, but then Dahan don't fight back if Wandering Voice is near them. And then Behemoth. Oh yeah, Behemoth was fun. Behemoth is like super high offense and defense. He's just like, I'm a big boy and just like just crushing through the island. Yeah, Behemoth is a lot of fun. Um I like as I play more and more of the app, I'm playing less and less of them in person because like the app only has a couple of the spirits from Jagged Earth. It has everything from Branch and Claw and everything from the core set. And so like whenever I'm playing in person, I'm playing more of the ones that are not on the app just because I play the app so much. I play in Hearth Vigil, though probably too OP. It's my number one now, replacing Downpour. Downpour is really cool. I really like Downpour, but yeah, Hearth Vigil is like Dahan have +4 health, and then like Blight doesn't cast. It's just like all of the problems go away when you play Hearth. But I do like Hearth a lot. Relentless Gaze is great too. Relentless Gaze of the Sun. Yeah, where you can replay power cards with this. Yeah, I so the other one that I really like Slumbering Serpent. That's one of my favorite spirits where it is the AD carry of this game, right? So where kind of slow build until you hit that final innate power and it's like deal 1 billion damage on the island and you win. Like that's I mean it says it in different words, but that's pretty much what that spirit says. But like you have to pay 7 money for it. It's crazy. I have not tried the aspect of the serpent. I've been trying to play more aspects as well. But I have not played the aspect. How is the aspect? Speaking of aspects, so my favorite spirit is Bringer of Dreams and Nightmare. And that was the one I said that I was going to play, but then they play the game a lot differently. The reason that they play the game differently is they cannot actually destroy invaders. Instead, whenever they destroy invaders, they do fear. And they're just like this really heavy fear based spirit. And I have since played their aspect, which is they change up the game a little bit. I've changed it up to it's called Violence is the aspect. And Violence Bringer is now my favorite spirit. Um where they do additional fear. So like whenever they destroy an explorer, instead they push it and do 1 fear. A town they do 3, and a city they do 5 fear. Whew. Yeah, Violence Nightmare is so fun. Your favorite spirit is Paths Unknown. Finder. Finder. So let's look at this. On the backside of each one of these player mats, they have complexity ratings. They go from easy, moderate, high, and then Finder, very high. And then it kind of gives you a distribution of what they're good at. So, we were saying Mini Minds is not good at offense, but they're really good at control, defense, and fear. They use the beast tokens. And then it kind of gives you a description on how they can play it. And so if you are approaching this game for maybe the first time, read the back of this. It gives, some theme, but it also like gives a little bit of strategic advice. Finder of Paths Unknown is a crazy awesome spirit. They have negative offense, but their control is like this tall. It's like comically large because they can just move everything anywhere on the board. However, if they ever destroy something, they have to destroy their presence as well. It's really cool. You've not played Finder Socratic? AP would trigger hard with that one. It's of the very high complexity spirits, it's not the worst. It's actually probably the easiest of the very high that being said, it is a complex spirit. Complex spirit. Um the aspect of the ocean is really cool. Yeah, so ocean, I may play ocean. Ocean's fun. Ocean can be in the ocean here and affects mainly the coastal lands. But ocean, the aspect Basically, it starts turning lands into oceans, like it's flooding the island. It's cool. Finder is funny. It's easier to play two-handed hard than playing one-handed Finder. Yeah, because because it just raises the threshold of difficulty for the other players too. Because you're like, where do you want to be? Everything that you possibly can think of is now an option available to you. It's how AP headaches use Finder. Yeah. The other super high is Fractured Days. I really don't play the very high spirits. I'd rather increase the difficulty through here. Fractured Days, Split the Sky. There's Finder. What's the other one? What's the Build Your Own Spirit? Starlight. Starlight Seeks its Form. Yeah. Starlight is not that hard once you. Yeah. Um, Actually, Earthquake and the Create the Spirit, Starlight Seeks its Form, very high complexity, but not so complex, should be high complexity. Yeah, Starlight, I think once you kind of understand how Starlight plays the game differently, yeah, it gets a little bit better. Hey, Jack, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome. I actually wish Marvel Champions had complexity ratings as well. I think it would let people have another couple of tries if they bounce off. Captain America low complexity, perhaps Nebula high. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. Like if we had this graph for champions heroes, that'd be really cool. You know, like really good at thwarting. Which like if you've ever watched Web Warrior Fanatics reviews, they kind of do something similar to this with like a tier system. And so if this is something that you are looking for with like champions, check out Web Warrior's reviews. Earthquake has actually one solved way to play, pretty much how Warlock was played. Almost only one. Oh, really? I will say that I do a lot less of a online meta analysis of Spirit Island than I do Champions, and so that's kind of fun. Johnsoom, woohoo! Spirit Island, yeah, let's go. Sweet. Alrighty, I enjoyed this a lot. I think it feels like a lot of people enjoyed this. So let's I'll do more Spirit Island streams. I'll probably put out a poll on YouTube before the next stream, and we can determine what spirit we want to play and what spirit we want to see. So I'll do that. Play Nature Incarnate Spirit aspect next time. Okay, yeah, I think I will. Oh my gosh, I really like. I do really like Breath of Darkness. Wounded Waters is crazy, but Breath of Darkness is just a lot of fun. Nice. Sweet. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. This was a little bit short of a stream, but that's fine. I hope everyone has a good weekend. I will be back on Monday. You have over 1,000 plays of Spirit Island? Oh, that's insane. Yeah, I don't track my app plays, but I think I'm around 140 logged plays of Spirit Island. But 1,000 plays of Spirit Island? Yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. Marvel Champions in second with like 350. That's so cool. Corey, do you have a favorite spirit? At 1,000 plays, the expert of Spirit Island here. What's the favorite spirit? I'm trying to think if there's any spirits I do not like playing. I don't really like we're close in gameplay numbers. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't think I like Stones or not Stones Unyielding Defiance. The rock dude from the core. I don't love him. Sharp Fanes is one of your go-to. Nice. Around 1K for Spirit Island, 200 for Marvel Champions. That's awesome. That's so cool. Shadows are Earth. Mighty Strength of the Earth. Yeah. Fractured Skies, I can't grasp. Fractured Skies, like the theming is like they break reality and they break my own reality. Like they're tough. Base Earth is pretty blah, but the Might and Nurse, okay. I'll check out the aspects because I think I've even avoided playing them with the aspects just because I didn't enjoy the base spirit. Fractured is so complex and sadly too prone to events messing them up. But Finder, Lure, Breath of Darkness, Wandering Voice are also up there for sure. Nice. Lure. Lure. Oh yeah, Lure of the Deep Wilderness. Nice. Only played it a handful of times, but I've enjoyed all the spirits so far. They do so many different and cool things with the design of this game. Virgil, Downpour, Finder, Breath of Dark. Everyone likes Breath of Darkness. Sick. And Aspect Ocean. Nice. Yeah, Aspect Ocean is fun. Creating oceans on the board. I like non-aspect ocean as well. I think ocean is a lot of fun. From the core set, I don't love river surges and sunlight. It's okay. Fractured is great, but makes everyone's game longer too. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't love river. Oh, and then shadows flicker like flame. It's a miss. Aspect ocean is more thematic, 100%. River surges is one of your favorites. Okay, nice, nice. I haven't played them recently. I kind of had like an epiphany with or as Michael Scott would call it, an epiphany with control and defense. And so I think if I lean a little bit more into that, I may like them more. But Travel River is fun. I do like Travel River. I did play Travel River where like you basically create a river on the board and you can move to Han across the river. That's cool. The new encounter spirits are a good time too. Being a stompy turtle is fun. Yeah, Kaju turtle. Yes, 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 yes. Base Ocean is tons of fun. Makes me laugh dragging towns to the sea. My, uh, yeah, just crazy laughter because Ocean can like just drown stuff and then eats them for energy. It's Ocean's a ton of fun. Yeah. Uh Heart of the Wildfire is fun. I wonder what's the next expansion for. Yeah, they have said that they're doing at least one more expansion. I think that we're gonna see adversary things for Dahan, where Dahan have special powers, where it's like if you have three Dahan, X happens, or something like that. Then I mean, a lot of spirits that are kind of focused around the Dahan. I could see that. I could also see a playable Dahan spirit. I think that would be a little challenging to implement, but like something that like you're not actually adding presence to the board, but you're adding and like manipulating Dahan as like your presence on the board. I think that could be kind of interesting. I think that could be very, very strong if they're not careful with how they balance it. But I'm really excited. I mean anything for this game is an auto buy for me. I don't actually have Horizons yet. I am going to buy Horizons. Horizons, that's actually that reminds me. They do have Horizons which is not that much easier than uh it's not actually that much easier than core Spirit Island, but Horizons is kind of that intro level game to Spirit Island. That being said, I really, really like the spirits in Horizons. Horizons has some strong spirits, yeah. Eyes Watch from the Trees is one of my favorite spirits. That spirit in solo is insanely strong. Red Dahan, yeah, you're a different colored Dahan. That'd be cool. Yeah, Eyes Watch from the Trees, especially in solo, is really good. Googly eyes. I like googly eyes. Yeah, googly eyes, kind of similar to mini minds, where their innates are defense and fear, and in a solo game, it's just so good. Horizons is just base Spirit Island without ramping up in difficulty and complexity. Oh, okay. Horizon Eyes on the Trees is so strong. The others were only played once. I think they have a lot of really good ones. Like the Mud Otter is pretty good at their sacred sites. They add explorers and not like buildings, which is really good unless you're playing Russia. I beat level 6 Prussia with ease, killed every invader on the board. That's sick. That's sick. Um, there's Rising Heat where invaders have -1 health at your sacred sites, which is pretty cool. Minimum one. You can't. Uh, there is. What is the? Oh, the there's There's the sandworm from Dune who deals +1 damage with all their damage doing powers, which can get kind of crazy. Me and my friend play two-handed each. Oh, geez. We're impressed with how they work well together. That's a lot. That's a lot of Spirit Island. That's awesome, though. That's really cool. It's like all their cards are meant to help each other perfectly. That's cool. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever played two Horizon Spirits together, actually. Devouring Teeth and Whirlwind. Yeah, Whirlwind is the one I have played the least amount of. Maple Soup, thank you for the follow. How you doing? I love your name, by the way. Maple Soup is awesome. But yeah, so so fun fact. Horizons like these are like cardboard. Like this is like a cardboard material. The Horizons base games come with like paper, and they put up the upgraded cardboard like spirit panels on the website. And I just bought those thinking that I would get everything, but I don't have any of the cards or anything. And so I play a lot of the Horizons on the app, and I also have just like hand drawn out cards. But I thought until just recently that it was actually just a Target exclusive, and so I was like, I'm just not gonna deal with sending money to Target. And so I instead, but I was in the game store earlier this week and I saw it there, and I was like, oh, I'll buy it from a game store. Whirlwind is weird, scattering everything away, which can be really strong until you have to kill something. Maybe I need to play more Whirlwind. I'll try a Whirlwind here soon. That's cool. Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll schedule some more Spirit Island streams. We'll play some Nature Incarnate Spirits, potentially a Breath of Darkness down your spine. But looking forward to it. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully everyone has a fantastic weekend. Hope it's a great one, and I'll see you all on Monday. Peace.